Hey guys, it's Gabby. Welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys how I take off my gel nails at home without damaging my natural nail. And before I even get into the video, you guys, do not peel off your gel nails. Trust me, I know it's tempting, but it's just not worth it because it's going to leave you with really weak peeling nails and nobody wants that. So with that being said, you're going to need a buffing block that looks like this or a file. Honestly, it doesn't really matter which one you use. I kind of alternated between the two. But either way, you're just going to be getting rid of that top shiny layer of gel. And not going to lie, I have tried skipping this step before, and I wouldn't recommend it because it just makes the whole process so much longer for no reason. So right here, you can really see the difference between one nail that's been buffed and one nail that hasn't. And then, like I mentioned before, you can also use a file for this. And you want to make sure that the file you're using isn't too harsh. Try to get a higher grit so you're not like scratching up your skin in the process. And then once you're done, your nail should look something like this. And this process didn't take me too long. I want to say like 10 minutes or so. Next, you're going to need 100% acetone, and if you try to use nail polish remover that doesn't have any acetone, it is not going to work, so make sure you get some acetone. I normally get mine from Target or the dollar store, but this stuff is super drying, you guys, so I like to use some cuticle oil before as sort of a barrier. It does still dry out my skin, but I feel like it does help, and I'm just applying that to my cuticle area and then massaging that in. So for this video, I'm going to be showing you guys two different sets of materials you can use, but it's still using the same method to get your gel off. So the most common way is by using some cotton balls and aluminum foil, and basically you're going to take the aluminum foil and just rip it into some squares / rectangles. These honestly don't have to be perfect, but you do want to make sure that they're big enough because you're going to be wrapping this around a cotton ball and your finger. It does make it easier if you go ahead and rip up any squares that you need before you even start, because it's like really hard to do when you have aluminum foil and cotton balls already on a few fingers. So go ahead and rip up any squares that you need, and then you're just going to take your cotton ball and kind of just stretch it out a little bit, and then I just poured some acetone on it and then placed it onto my nail. So for the aluminum foil, I don't really have a method to this. I just kind of crumple it around my finger just enough so it's secure and I can like move it around without it falling off. And yeah, that's pretty much it. You're just going to let it soak it off and then remove it, which we'll get to in a second. But I did want to show you guys another way to do this because I know it can be kind of just like awkward and difficult trying to put aluminum foil on the other hand when you already have one covered. So I actually found these at home. I didn't even know I had them, and this isn't sponsored or anything, but these are the Kiss quick soak off little cap things that are supposed to use with like gel nail polish and artificial nails. So basically it's a little kit and it comes with 10 of these little cap things for your fingers, and one of them, the black one, it's like touchscreen, which I thought was so cool. I did test it on my phone, which I'll show you guys in a second. And it also came with some foam inserts that you just pour the nail polish remover on and insert into the cap. So these were extremely easy to use. I would definitely recommend these. I think the entire kit was around $4 and the caps are reusable. So I personally think this is worth it, especially if you're somebody who like constantly wears gel. But yeah, that's like my little mini review on that. Oh, and by the way, I use aluminum foil for 2 nails, and then for the rest, I just use the caps. So next, you guys are going to need some orange sticks. They look like this, and I know some people prefer to use metal tools when they remove gel, but I just like something that's really gentle on my natural nail. And I typically get these at Sally Beauty Supply. They have a giant pack for a pretty good price, so that's where I like to get them. But anyways, I ended up letting my nail soak for 15 minutes, and then you can see the gel is easily wiping off. I don't really have to push into it or anything. Like, you don't want to force the gel off of your nails because that's when you're taking off a layer of your natural nails or causing damage. So if it's not coming off like this, just go ahead and soak it for a longer amount of time. And that's actually what I had to do for my other hand, because if you guys saw in my last video, I got my hands done at 2 different places. So one hand was super thick. It had like 6 layers of gel, and I had to soak that for probably like 50 minutes. I'm not even kidding. So just be patient with it. It will come off eventually, but you don't want to force it off. So right now, I'm just showing you guys the other hand and how when I first checked it, it just wasn't rolling off like the other hand was. So I just took my cap and just slipped it right back on, and I was actually really surprised because it was still wet. So that was nice. But if your cotton ball does dry out, just pour some more acetone on it and repeat the process. So here are my nails after I took my gel off. They're definitely dry, but they're not scratched up or damaged. So then I just went ahead and washed my hands, and I'm just going to apply more cuticle oil because acetone can be really harsh on your nails, so I want to make sure that they're not dry or cracked or anything. And then again, I'm just going to massage that in and just let it sit there, you know, let it soak in. But yeah, that is like it, you guys. I hope this was helpful. As always, if you have any more tips, feel free to comment them down below. And yeah, I will talk to you guys in my next video. Bye!